Thailand isn't what you think. The ugly truth in 2025. Thailand isn't as bad as people think, and it isn't as good as people think either. Okay, let's get that straight, because, sometimes people go, oh, you're talking smack about Thailand or whatever. No, listen, I try to tell it straight. I try to be straight and tell the truth. And I love it here, but, there are some things that I don't love here. If you're living in a fantasy or you believe the hate, you're already behind. I've been here for 30 years, and I'm going to tell you that there is some truth about this country that you need to really recognize. And you need to realize what the country has become. I'm Scott, in case you don't know. I am an American in Bangkok. I've been living here for over 30 years. If you like this video, do me a favor, click like. And if you've yet to subscribe, please remember to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be informed of all the upcoming videos and live streams. And if you want to send me a message or a Dear Scott letter, or you need a consultation, then send me a message at anamericaninbangkok@gmail.com. Thailand used to be dirt cheap. People still think, oh, it's so cheap now because it's cheaper than your country maybe. But yeah, it is cheaper, but it's not necessarily cheap. But it used to be dirt cheap. It was wide open, free. You could show up with a pocket full of cash with no plan, and somehow everything would work out. As long as you were willing to pay the money, no problem. And you know what? Sometimes that happens now, but on a larger scale, that version of Thailand is gone. That's in the past. You need more money. You need a bit more awareness and structure and respect for the way things actually work here. It is not that cheap anymore. Groceries up. Now, I hear rent is up. Rents are going up. But I can tell you that for the last, let me think here, 12, maybe 22 years that I've been living in Thailand, my rent has been dirt cheap. I lived in a house for 6,000 baht. That's not even $200. The townhouse that I live in now, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it is 7,000 baht, which is about $200. Okay, and so I don't know about the rents. Now I hear people, they're getting apartments, and some of them are getting apartments near Sukhumvit, some of them are down in Sathorn or whatever. And sometimes I know a guy, he got an apartment, it was like 4,500 baht. I know you can do that, but there are other people that are spending 20, 30, 40,000 baht. Western food now, the price has gone up on that. It's you want a burger, a meal's gonna cost you like 300 baht, maybe 400 baht just for a burger. Now that's, let's say 400 baht. That's what, $12.50, something like that, $12. If you're on a $1,000 a month dream, you better be living out in a rural area. Maybe you already have your house, you already have some transportation. You don't need to buy that anymore. All you're doing is paying for your food and maybe your utilities, and that's it. And just to get around a little bit. So you can live off of that, but it just depends on your situation. But I've lived in Udon Thani, I've lived in Phuket, Surat, Bangkok. Now another reason why Thailand is a bit different now is the weed circus. Legal today. Listen, from what I hear, it's going to be, or it is already illegal to purchase marijuana without a prescription right now, even though it has not gone through the Royal Gazette. I also hear, well, you got to wait till it's published in the Royal Gazette. So, legal today, illegal tomorrow, back legal again tomorrow, who knows? But shops are closing. Police have raided some places, and if you think Thailand is it's the place to come because I can get stoned, it's the new Amsterdam, think again. It's really not right now, and it's not going to be. I don't really think it's going to be anymore. I don't know. I mean, it could, but I don't think so. Just by the tone of the government, and no one really knows where this whole thing is going. So that's another reason. Then, the visas, the immigration department is tightening the screws a little bit, especially with the bank accounts. Sometimes the retirement, they're a little more picky about it. The marriage visas, the long stay visas, the documentation is getting stricter. You got to show the bank transfers, the insurance. If you want to, I think it's OA. You got to show the insurance, and not just everything is good. No, it's not like that anymore. It's not like, oh well, I'm just gonna go and get myself a tourist visa, and it's good for a year and 3 months, like it used to be back 25, 30 years ago. Okay, that's how it used to be. It's not quite that easy anymore, and there are easier places. Now, what I will say is those places that are easier, they're going to remain easier until there's enough people that have come in where they just don't want more people to come in, so they're going to make it more difficult. That's what I think. I think you have to take a look at that, and you better get in now while you can. Also, the expat, oh my God, the expat illusion. Too many guys still come here with their fantasies, and they think cheap rent, young women who will do whatever they want and bow down to them and why and be so sweet and wonderful. They're subservient and there's no rules. And, usually reality will kick them right in the nuts because Thai women are not subservient generally. They are not subservient. And they don't just do whatever you tell them. This is a modern Thailand. You want somebody like that, it used to be, I heard this story a long time ago, and it used to happen when I first came here. It was the man would come home, the woman would be waiting for him, she would why him when he came home. She would take his shoes off, she would rub his feet, she'd give him a massage, she'd cook his dinner, she'd run his bath. Maybe, they have a little fun together, and then, she would go to the end of the bed, she would why him, say, thank you, my husband. That used to happen. Ask Thais. Now, they'll laugh about it now because no way in hell is it happening now. I'd say 99.9% of the women are going, say what? No, that's not going to happen. Anyway, a lot of people come here, they don't learn Thai, which I always say is very, very important. They don't adapt, they don't plan for emergencies, they just kind of coast along. And, Thailand that's not how you do it here anymore. If you want to survive here long term, you need to stop acting like you're on vacation. If you want to live here, don't be a tourist. This is life. It's not, your postcard or your Instagram or whatever. So to be clear, Thailand is, like I say, Thailand is one of the best places in the world to live if you know what you're doing. Now, I don't have any problem here, really. I get around, I go places. I don't need my wife. I don't need anything. If I need to, I speak in Thai and, no problem. Not a problem in the world. But you got to kind of learn the ropes here, and not everybody wants to do that. You want to stay healthy. You want to, be somewhat healthy. You want to stay legal. You want to live modestly but be smart. You want to learn the culture. You want to respect the people and the system, and then you're going to be fine. If you want to be lazy and you want to be broke and drunk and disrespectful, things might not work out for you. So the takeaways, Thailand is not paradise, but it's not hell either. And, people used to tell me, oh, it's paradise there. And I'd go, no, it's not paradise. You can think that it's paradise on a vacation maybe, but that's about it. It's a real country, and there are rules that you need to abide by. And the price of freedom here is awareness. So you better get your act together before you come over here, because if you don't, you're going to wish you had. Thailand will give you a lot, but you better respect it. You better adapt to it. And don't believe all the BS, really. This is not a dreamland, and really, this is not a nightmare. Thailand can be whatever you want it to be, as good or bad as you want it to be. All right, that's all I have. I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Until next time, chok di leo jerken mai. That is good luck and see you again. So thanks again and take care.